Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some Roots of Yggdrasil. Valkyrie's Lament, shall we? This game looks like an incredibly cool, cel-shaded builder, and I'm excited to check it out. So, never played, gonna fire it up for the first time. Alright. Vanaheim. Learning steps. Yggdrasil. Man, it's a mess out here. We're nowhere near our destination, but we're already out of fuel. Lif. Don't worry, Thras. I'm picking up an energy signature in the soil here. There must be a sapling nearby. Sana. Seems like that's our only option for refueling. Then everyone spread out and look for the source. Villager. Hi, ma'am. Alright. Camera pan. So hold down left mouse and drag the mouse, or use WASD. Rotate the camera with right mouse, yep, and zoom it with wheel. Cool, it's like a hex game. Like Civ. Lif. Aha, I knew it. Ragnarok might have torn the world tree to shreds, but its saplings are still full of power. No kidding. If we tap into the energy this one's roots generate, we'll be up and flying again in no time. Okay. Sounds like a plan. I'll work on housing buildings for the scouts right away, Chief. Currency, population. Represents your settlement's growth. Build housing buildings to increase it every 5 population. You'll unlock a new building card. Okay, confirm. Currency supplies. Supplies are spent to play cards. These are the backbone of your economy. Okay. Placing buildings. Use cards to place buildings. Spend supplies to use your cards. Use Q and E to rotate the buildings. Okay. So, the water is flowing off these amazing waterfalls, but the time is not moving, so I can just kind of putz around and explore. I saw, I never like to spoil too much about a game before I boot it up, but from the materials, I believe it's like a roguelike, and there's cards, so maybe there's some like deck building, and then it's a builder too. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on here. And I can't wait to see how this all pans out. So, we need to place this sturdy housing, which is infinite and gives +1 people. It takes 3 supplies to do this. So, if I select it, I can kind of put it wherever I want. And it doesn't appear as though it has an area of influence, like a circle, but it doesn't look like it's going to take up a full hex. Like, if I want to build it like, seaside property here, I can. Use cards to place buildings. Yep. Spend supplies. And maybe I need to build some more of these. So we're going to build more housing. Okay. Infinite says I can always build housing, but it's got a cumulative cost. So the first one was 3, now it's 5. But we need more peeps. We need to have 5, right? So let's just keep building it. Oh, and it kind of looks different from the first one. And we can rotate it. Yeah, we'll just kind of put it here. You've got a neighbor. Oh, and they're getting bigger and bigger. Oh my goodness. It's like Tetris. I'm going to build it like this. There you go. I'm sure they're going to hate this this styling, if I try to wedge that in there. It doesn't work. Okay, let me just go back here. I'm assuming because this is the tutorial, I have some more latitude, so I don't have to, like, pinch them in. But, there's this Tetris part of me that wants to be like, here you go. And they're like, but I can't get out of my house. It goes right into my neighbor's front porch. Don't worry about it. Each housing building we build increases our population, and the more population increases, the more objective rewards we'll be able to unlock. Okay. Right. And this objective will let us make barracks for our troops in order to reveal the island's different zones. Okay. So, population rewards. Draft a new building. Reach the goal of population. Press the top button. Choose a new building. Okay? I'm going to press this. Barracks. The barracks will allow you to gain might and expand your territory through exploration. So, we'll choose this. Currency, might. Might is used to explore. Build barracks to produce might for each nearby housing building. Oh, so the area of influence matters. So you do want to pack them in like sardines. Spend might on the exploration tile. Okay. So this barracks costs 10, but if I build it, you could see the synergies emerging from all of the structures that are going to give us what we need. So honestly, this is 4 out of 3, so this looks like... I'm looking at the card. It costs 10 resources, and it needs 3 houses nearby. It can't take the 4th. I don't think I'm going to get an extra bonus, but actually, no, I will. So, this is me just thinking about the game out loud. It's showing me the might value that I'll get from placing these barracks in the teal. And you do get the bonus from 4 out of 3. You have to have at least 3 to build it, but any extra just gives you a +2 might. So it gives you a base of 5, and then +2 for every house within range. So I built 1, 2, 3, 4 houses? Or did I build 5 houses? Here we go. So yeah, you can see if it's 3, I get 11 might. And then over here, I can't build it at all, even though there's space, because I only have 2 out of 3 houses. So I'm just going to drop this here to get the most might. And generate might and begin an exploration. So I have 18 might, so that I can click on this tile, which takes 10 might to explore it. So I'm just going to click on it. Our scouts have been deployed to investigate that territory. They'll be done with reconnaissance in 1 turn. Sweet. I was worried it was going to start getting real time, which would not be ideal for a slow person like myself. Okay. I like to chill and make decisions, so I love turn-based stuff, and this is turn-based. To complete a turn, press the button at the bottom right of the screen. It also lets us collect our accumulated resources and income, so don't hesitate to use it. I won't hesitate. Alright. So, you can see, I believe, in the upper left, like I'm going to get 20 supplies each turn. No might per turn, though, but this is okay. We need to pass time for them to explore anyway, so I'm going to click on that. And so we get to draw a new card. We have 31 supplies, and what's this exclamation point, or what's this mean? Pass your turn and complete the exploration. Oh, I need to click on it. Oh, cool. Look at this. The map opened up. Makes sense. Hey, Chief, look over there. Seems like we're not the only survivors stuck here. A caravan, huh? Might be worth checking out. Adventurers like this can grant rewards or resources that'll speed up our progress. Alright, sweet. So, if I mouse over this, it says, Adventure Caravan, our scouts reveal the caravan. Who could it belong to? I'll click on it. Clusters of wooden carts have come to a standstill in Vanaheim's meadows. Many have broken wheels in need of repairs. Yggdrasil is quick to lend his aid, earning the caravan's gratitude. As payment, elders teach him how to construct long-forgotten industry buildings. Oh, cool. It's kind of like the huts in Civilization, and they gave us a free technology. So now we can build Iron Dig and Loggers Camp. So the Loggers Camp takes 10 supplies, you need a tree nearby, and you get 2 supplies for every tree, max 3. Oh man, I really like this, how this game is shaping up. It is like a 4X game. You know, you're feeling like you're playing an RTS or a turn-based 4X like Civ, and yet you're doing it with cards, and it's turn-based. It also has like a kind of a feel of a tabletop. Like you couldn't achieve a lot of these elements on a tabletop game, but it has the balancing and feel of it with some of the, not simplicity, but just like the streamlined nature of the rules and the resources. I like this. Okay. Makes sense. Did it? Hey, cool. They gave us industry building blueprints. I bet these will come in handy. You know it. Industry buildings exploit nearby resources to generate income each turn, like supplies and might. Just remember that a given resource can only be exploited by one building at a time. Oh, okay. That's good to know. Alright, so we need to reach 10 pop and draft an amenity building, tavern, aka, place a logger's camp, place an iron dig. So, what's cool about these two is, like, iron dig, it doesn't matter how many workers I have. It doesn't require that. It's like, you don't have to have free workers or worry about that. You just need to have the resources nearby and the supplies to place it. So I can place an iron dig over here by these rocks, for example. So this will get both of them and give me 6 resources per turn. So yes, we're going to place that. And then the logger's camp, there's 6 trees, 7 right here, but it looks like max 3. So what we want to do is actually place the logger's camp in a way that only takes 3, because you can't overlap. So I'm going to kind of put this down here. Actually, I can... No, it's fine. This is fine. There. And we need to build some housing. Sturdy housing. So, you see how the card, like, upgraded in color? I wonder if it's just because it keeps leveling up as I place more and more of it. And, like, as a population growth measure, or, to curb population expansion and growth, the houses get bigger. So it's harder to put more down, which makes sense. Oh, you know what? Or, never mind. Cancel what I said. Maybe it's just random how big of a house you get. We should build another barracks, by the way, so that we can get some more might. Now, placement prevented. Oh, you can't place it within the radius of the other barracks. Now, in this case, though, it's like they can work the same house. They just can't be within the area of influence of another barracks. So I'm going to put this... I can actually get 5 if I put it right here, which is 15. So that seems pretty great. I'm going to put that there. And I'm going to just use all of my... You know what? I was going to use... Okay, I need to click on this to explore. I'm going to zoom out. I was going to put down some more mining camps, some logging camps, but I don't have them. I only have houses and barracks. And then, if I want to put down another barracks, is there a place I can go that's good? Not really, because these guys are kind of blocking me. Like, I could put it, here, but then there's not enough houses. So that's a good indicator that we need to... Ooh, okay, we got another Tetris shape. We need to start moving out. I do not believe... Well, you know what? I was going to say I don't know. I don't know if the placing works retroactively. Like, if I put down a house within the area of influence of this barracks, does that increase my might per turn, or is it only when you place it? And so, in that sense, you'd want to put down all your houses first before you place this. We'll find out. Let's see. What if I click on this guy? Gather seeds to power up the ship. Oh, right. So there's seeds over here, I think. I don't have enough supplies to place anything anymore, so I need to pass the turn. Just push spacebar to do that. Looks like we uncovered this. Okay. Finally, we can reach the sapling. But now what? First, it needs to bloom. Saplings all have unique conditions that need to be met in order to flourish and generate I-tier. This one requires an amenity building within its aura, for instance. Okay. So they need an amenity building. But we're not gonna... We have to build 10 houses to unlock that. So... let's go ahead and build some more houses. I'm going to stretch them out this way so that we can get another barracks in. But, okay, fine, I'll get it. I want to build the resources. And let's click on this. And we get an amenity building. Oh, it's not a tavern. It looks like it. It has a frothy mug there. But this is a shrub. And the shrub pair well with housing buildings to generate supplies. So this gets needs 3 houses and gets you 2 resources per house, 1 every turn. Looks like we collected enough cards to build a full deck. From now on, whenever we complete a turn, we'll discard the cards in our hand and draw 3 new cards from our draw pile. So it does have a deck building component to it. So we were getting like automatic cards before. And when our draw pile is empty, we reshuffle our discard pile back into our draw pile. In short, the bigger our deck, the more options will be at our disposal. But we'll also need more turns for cards to return to our draw pile. Keep that in mind. I will. Okay. So that means, like, we won't necessarily get the stuff that I wanted to place this turn. But that's okay. And I have nothing else to explore here. I need the amenity building, but I didn't draw it. We have no more supplies, so we need to just end the turn. Okay, so we got the shrub. Now we can put it down over here, but we don't have any houses, so we have to start building houses over near the shrub. In the meantime, to get some more resources, I'm going to go ahead and put down a logger's camp. And we could put one, you know, I only want to take 3 trees. Perfect. I don't need any more barracks. I'm going to put down a shrub. You can see we can get 8, 14. 14 looks really good. So that's a lot of resources. And then now let's start building some houses over here. You want to live next to the sapling? You got it. And of course I could put down a barracks. But there's nothing else to explore, so I don't need might. I'm just going to push space. Okay. And we generate so many resources per turn that we can easily put another house. I'm going to rotate this. Just get crazy. And there. Now I can put the shrub, which is exactly what we need. Refueling complete. Good job, everyone. And according to these charts, Ragnarok's lost sanctuary should only be an aisle or 2 away. We're almost there. I like your triple monocle. It's awesome. No time to waste then. Let's board the ship before any dark fog gets here. Aye, ma'am. Indeed. Alright, so now that we're done, we can click this. Now, as I play, I will figure things out, but I don't know, for example, what the dark fog means, how bad it is for us, and if I want to just chill here and generate resources in might, if any of those carry over onto the next segment. Just going to click it. Gather seeds, we got it. We gathered them. Look, our ship is flying. Let's see. So do I carry that 8 over? Traveling. Choose your path. Traveling on the travel screen uses spare time. Press on the node to start traveling, however, over each node for more information about it. So this is our starting location. It's not available. It got swallowed. I can go here. Bonus, an artifact. Choose an artifact to acquire. You will gain its effects for the rest of the loop. So now it feels almost like a, like a Slay the Spire map here. Or I can skip this to go to the learning steps and learn about action cards and threats. I gotta tell you what, I know it takes time, which could be bad, but I want an artifact. So I can... The only one that's available is Maker's Hammer. It gives you 10 might when 3 buildings are created in 1 turn. I love this. I love artifacts in Slay the Spire, in any kind of deck builder, that just modify your decision making and how the run is going. So now we just get a bonus. Every 3 buildings, we get 10 might. I will take it. Okay. Looks like this is a counter. So like 3, 2, 1 maybe, and then it'll trigger. We'll see. We'll go up here. Damn. Getting here took more fuel than I thought. We need twice as many seeds to reach the next island. No worries. Don't worry, Sana. I'm detecting multiple signals in our vicinity. Let's start by blooming the closest sapling. Indeed. Alright. So I really like the bright colors of the game. You know, the water and the cel-shaded nature of it. It gives it a kind of like a Zelda Wind Waker vibe, which I love. Very bright sky. Nice. You could see the world tree everywhere. Alright, so I don't believe our... Well, no. I was going to try to calculate if our resources mattered. I don't think so, but up here, you could see that the Ginnungagap grows ever closer. Every turn is pushing us towards night, which is danger. So this says if you leave the island during the day, you'll gain 15 spare time in the travel screen. So maybe this is what they're saying, like you want to leave during daytime to get the extra time. And maybe the time that I spent on the previous node was bad because it's progressed this. I'm not sure. But I see, and I don't think our resources carry over. We just start with 45 supplies and 5 might. So what we have to have would be some houses. 4 houses gets us the next unlock. And we want some barracks anyway, so I'm just going to go ahead and go 1, 2. By the way, you can just push 1 to use card number 1. 3. Oh, never mind. You need 4 out of 4, but your ship counts as 1. So I'm going to click on this, and we have a choice. Every time you reach a population goal, you can choose a new card to add to your deck. This is sweet. So there's a little bit of like Against the Storm, I suppose, in the feel of this too. Which is, you know, we're talking about great pedigree. We're talking about like Civilization, Slay the Spire, Against the Storm, like just unbelievably good games. Okay. Do I want to make a warehouse, a repurposer, a workers guild? I'm not exhausting cards. So I don't know, at least I haven't seen myself exhausting cards. Oh wait, this one, retain exhaust. Stays in hand at the end of the turn, removed from the deck on use. Warehouse, 50 supplies for each additional card drawn previously this turn. So both of these would combo with the repurposer. So I kind of feel like I need to take the repurposer to even make a warehouse or workers guild viable in the future. What is that resource that it takes? 5. What's swirlies? What are swirlies? We're going to find out. I'll take it. Even if I can't build it. Okay. We want to put down a barracks to get some might. So, I think the Maker's Hammer does not trigger on houses, is what I'm taking away from this. But I can build all of these things, and this would trigger the hammer, and let us start exploring right away. So, let me think about this. 9. This is 26, so I can place all 3 of these, which I will, instead of more. So I'm just going to put a barracks up here to minimize its influence. Okay. That did count. 1. Iron dig. Now, unfortunately, I can't do a lot with these, but I'll take it. Whatever we can get, and we'll take a shrub and put it over here. I'm mostly doing this, like I said, because now I have 36 might, which I can click on this to start exploring. And this wants 3 houses to blossom, I guess, for the seed. So we need to build 3 houses near it. So we got to finish the exploration, obviously, no problem. I do have some more resources, though. I'm going to build a house, but I want to test. Is there a way to... tab shuffles between the saplings. Okay, Alt. Alt is what I'm looking for. Alt shows the resources. I want to see the barracks that I built. It generates 10 supplies, plus 5, and 2 for each house. Well, it should be generating... No, it costs 10. This should be giving me 11. I'm going to see if my might... You know what? Now I'm understanding. There's no retroactive because the barracks is not generating you might per turn. Otherwise, you'd have like a bajillion might. Instead, it gives you might when you play it. So there is no retroactive. The shrub does give you supplies per turn, but only 1, and it's not scaling. So then my experiment was, if I build a house, do I get more? I'll put it down here, but you see how it does not interact with the shrub or the barracks. So what that means is, I'm actually not going to build the house. I'm going to wait and save my resources. Oh, okay. I thought I was here on the time. You start fresh. So we start over here. Okay, good. I was like, I thought this was... So I'm just learning. Obviously, I don't know what I'm doing. So please forgive me for being a moron as I pick up the game. This is just a threshold. This is not where I am on the timeline. I'm over here. Okay, so now I get it. There is no retroactive because a lot of these get 2 per tree, but so far I'm not placing trees, so that's not doing anything for me. Let's finish this. All right. Oh, great. Rain, my favorite. Man, rain clouds are a type of threat that will prevent us from building structures on affected areas. This could be a big problem. Uh-oh. I think I know a way to deal with this. Let's start by building an observatory. The observatory is a special building that allows us to draft action cards. These are used to perform special abilities that will help us reach our goal. Cool. More functionality. All right, we'll take it. So, this says core, which means starts in your hand on every island. Retain, which means I can hold it, don't discard it. Exhaust, which means it's done, and then it lets me draft action cards. So we're just going to put this in. It doesn't matter where we drop it. There. This observatory will generate Eater. Oh, that's what the swirly is. Every turn. And we can use it as a resource for our fate-bending abilities. Leave that part to me, Chief. I'm going to smite those rain clouds to smithereens. That sounds great. Please do that. Okay. So, currency Eater. Eater is used to bend fate, draft new action cards in the observatory. Some cards will use E-tier to use, like our repurposer. Okay, so we're going to click on this, and we get stargazing results. We can take Smite, which says it's brittle, which means it's permanently removed from the deck on use, but it destroys a threat. So we're going to pick it up, and we're going to use Smite on this storm. Bam, it's gone. How cool is that? Use your power. All right, we need to build 2 more buildings to generate 10 might for the turn. And this wants 3 houses nearby. So let's just do that to get this rolling. 1. 2. I can just afford this. However, you know what? Maybe I wasn't looking at that right. Maybe houses do count as buildings, and you can do this multiple times per turn. Before, when I looked at the 3, I was just assuming it didn't move, but maybe it did move and it just reset itself. Or maybe you have to build the buildings consecutively, but it doesn't say that in the tooltip. Do I want to build a logger's camp this turn instead of another house? If I do, you know, I can get myself 6 resources per turn instead of unlocking the saplings ability. I don't think it's as... I think I should do the sapling. Well, no, I need 2. Yeah. Then, because 1 isn't going to do anything for me this turn, I'm just going to go ahead immediately and build a logger's camp. I'm not building a shrub. This doesn't have to be near houses, by the way. I'm just going to build it near 3. Perfect. Well, I can build a shrub. Now, I can get... I cannot build one right now because of where my other shrub is and where my houses are. It doesn't look like. And that's fine. I can build the repurposer. I might as well. Just to be able to use it if I ever need it. And we will pass the turn. Okay. So here we go, 1 house right here. This, okay, so there was a purpose to doing that. It unlocks the exploration tile. So we'll click on that, we'll start doing it. And 3 more houses gets me that. I'm going to go ahead and do an iron dig over here. I just love resources, so I'm going to get like as much resources as is humanly possible here. I could have got more from the shrub if I would have built this first. That's my own stupidity, but that's okay. What's the result? Sweet. What's that guy? Interesting, it seems this last sapling will need to be powered by an Aether source to bloom. I see one over there to the right. All we need to do is set up some Aether connector pylons to build a relay between the Aether source and the sapling. Yep. We can even use bloom saplings as an alternate power source in a pinch, so we'll leave it to you, Sana. The Aether connector can be used to link the source to the sapling. Alright, let's build it. Used to connect this to other buildings, so I'll build 1, but I'm going to need multiple, right? I'll build it as far away as I can, I guess. 1. 2. Did that do it? No, the blue line was connecting it, I think, but I'm not close enough. That did it. Nice going, Chief. We're officially cleared for takeoff. Good. That lost sanctuary can't be far now. Everyone, hang in there just a little longer. Okay, we did it. Well, I think this is a good first look at Roots of Yggdrasil, and we're going to be playing some more of this game. I'd love to know what your impressions are of the game so far. Does this look like the kind of game that you're interested in playing? Do you like, you know, the idea that it's a kind of a roguelike, deck building, city building, 4X type merger? Have you heard of this game? Are you excited to see more? I'm going to put links in the description below to the Steam page so you can check it out. And you can see right here, you can follow the development of the game on Discord if you're interested in seeing as the game continues to take shape and evolve and just see what's going on with the game. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. Take care.